Okay. Okay. All right. We are here. How's it going? My name is Jaws, the Solar Part Bard, in a game named Solar Wave. And today, it's like an 8 a.m. start stream. We're gonna chill out. We're gonna get a nice little warm up in. You know what I mean? Um, and then start working on sort of the fundamentals of a ranged gunfight off the top because I'm a new Newcastle main. I've been searching for my main from like season 29, season 30, getting back into Apex. Not saying that I'm like some OG. I've just been playing on and off, and I've decided that Apex is gonna be the game that I want to stream. Um, whilst returning back to Twitch. So I've been playing Newcastle, and I've realized that I'm using his shield like mostly as emergency cover. You know what I mean? Like, um, and it works really well. So, say I'm peeking an angle, or something happens in some gunfight, and then a sniper from nowhere, or just someone popping shots from like 75 meters away, 60 meters away, and I'm unprepared, and they have height. I'm in. I'm out of position. I'm nowhere near a friend. Um, just the struggle as well. I can pop a shield and run back into the closest part of natural cover, or just reposition. Right, I've been using it as a repositioning tool because I'm always out of position. And I need to really like instill that playing behind cover is not being in position. And I know this, we all know this. You could be in cover and have terrible positioning, both micro, macro, and like in regards to your team. And I want to hit masters. So in season 30, I want to hit masters. So that's what we're doing. We want to hit masters with Newcastle. And so this is why we're doing this. um Sorry if I'm a little hoarse. Let's have some water. Um, so yeah, we're gonna be working on just like straight up range gunfight, Apex Legends geometry, right? Straight up. So we're gonna jump into firing range. It's already there, and the so you can see it, and it's all gooped up, but it's really for me in the pin if you're watching the stream. But we have lines, and not in my opinion, but like if you look at the terrain of the game or a gunfight, right? I just I want a gun. I could do this with my hands, but we're gonna use a gun anyway. I've been running shotguns and like a long range, a mid-ranged situation. So I'm gonna pick my weakest. Um, Here, we gotta do some customization. So first,
shotgun ammo.
wait, before we get to all of that, how do I customize my um range to do? Because I use the range a lot. I've spent like way too much time. So the first thing that I like to do is I turn the target speed up to zip line. Why not? I want to get good, so why not get good? I'm using controller, so let's like do the thing. I set it to epic or rare depending. I'm gonna set it to epic because I need more HP and I want to do like good damage. Movement random. I like it all random. We'll turn on shooting later, but for now we won't. Um, Highlights off. And I want to spawn them. I'll spawn them mid range. That's my range, is mid range. Yeah. So that's how I'll do it. Because I like to fight between 25 meters and 60 meters. 75 meters out is like mostly I'm gaining information. I'm trying other ideas I have. And this is more of my like tactical philosophy on range gunfights or ranged fights in general, ranged engagements. So let's get to it. So I'm gonna get my shotgun. I'm working on shotguns, and I'm gonna get I am not comfortable with the 30-30, so I'm gonna get 30-30. And we're gonna start off. I'll reward myself later if I do good, but I'll give myself standard stock. I don't need that sniper stock. Let me scroll. Can I need to make the chat bigger. Make that sure that's off. Or let's see. Yeah, we're just gonna pop out chat. That's what we'll do. I'm gonna pop out chat. Can I put chat into a tab? No, you're too fancy for that, huh? It's okay. I'll pop out chat just so I can have it up so I can read what I put up there earlier for myself. Okay. So I have this. I would like to keep the 3x. No, I think this. If I'm using it, because that's how I use it. I like to use it as my information tool. And
Not
then
much ammo left. Better
the
find
Mastiff will be my Punisher. I don't really want to care about ammo right now, and I'm not really caring about sustain. So normally I'll run just a rare or an elite epic shield. All the things I can grab. When we start shooting, I'm gonna want the things. And I just started putting more syringes in my bag as a reminder to always grab syringes because I often fight in the ring. And one thing you're gonna want when you're in the ring is syringes, and that's something I cannot do in wildcard. That's where we're gonna practice later. So yeah, that's the thing that I have to remember. So I have my Mastiff and my 30-30. And now we're gonna look at the geometry of Apex, geometry of ranged engagements. It's probably gonna be a voiceover to be fair, but we got lines, squares, circles, and triangles. All right, these are the things I'm trying to identify and sort of bet on. I wanted to figure out how to sort of recall some of my I want to see how Apex works. Let's say that. And so I look at this place, and what I see is I see lines, right? So this plane right here, if I crouch and look over, to me this is a line, right? Like if I'm smack dab in the middle of cover, this is how I've been playing, no lie. Oh shit, let me fix my headphones. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna want this later. So yeah, sorry about that. Oh, that's probably horrible. To me this is a line. And what do I mean by that? So if I'm smack dab having my body up against this, right, which I think Newcastle's a little too tall. Let me double check. He's just. So I can sort of use. Is this taller than a? It's like the middle of my shield. This is like, oh yeah. This is a way better peak for me. Anyway, That's good to know. Um, so what I've been doing, right? No, I didn't want that. That's not what I wanted. We're fine, y'all. We'll get there. It's early. You gotta let me live. Um, so this here is line. I see this line. We're not gonna talk about that right now. But I see this line. If I peek, I was always looking for like head glitches. So I'll probably drop down here. Here's a line. Boom. Perfect line. This is exactly how I'll be playing. This is how I'll be playing. So I'll find a line and I'll crouch and I'll back up and I'll angle and I'll try to get them to where I can see them and they can't see most of my body. So I'm like, they can probably see my. They can probably they can see my head. To me, this is a proper head glitch. I'm like I. This is good. This is a good head glitch. To me, I mean, I'm in a bowl of death, but good, a good head glitch. Right. Um. Why do I keep going to friendly fire? There we go. Okay. So I would find these little head glitches. And I would try to I mean, not with a master. I find these head glitches, right? And I'm trying to get these guys. I'm trying to do some pew pew, right? And then I don't know. Some shit happens and I'm out of position, right? This is the problem. This is the I don't know part. But I am taking engagement, blah blah blah, and say there is a dude right here and a dude right here. So I would think normally this is how I've been playing. Now to be fair, I may swing, I may pressure or fall back because I know not to peek from one corner too many times. But to simplify it, a line. Is this? It's like a singular plane. I have nothing. It's just this line right here. This plane, right? I have some verticality. So if someone was here, I can get him in the legs and the head. So I have some stuff I can do, but the same goes for me. So that's 50-50. That's just a gunfight, right? But the advantage that I've been hunting are these little head glitches. So I've wanted to figure out how can I use this cover optimally. How can I position myself so that when I am fighting, I'm not in the open out of position, right? Trying to get that shot. So for me, if there is a line, I must own the edge, right? So this is a line. This is a line. This is a line. This is a line. Together they make it square. We'll get there, but these are lines. So if the idea is, and let me get to that singular line. Owning the line means that I have a head glitch. Does that make sense? Because that's my goal. That's how I know how to fight, y'all. Okay, I'm on controller. It's the tactic that I've come up with. Not that I've come up with, but that is most comfortable for me. Right? I like to sit between 25 and 60 meters and farm head glitches, get some opening damage, hopefully support a teammate or whatever. And then when we get the knock, someone goes up, we push, and we kill the guy or the person up here just doing a little strafey bit or their jump or whatever. So that's what owning the line, that's what the line would essentially be for me. If I see a line, right, I don't really want it to be super complicated, to be fair. this isn't really gonna be long. I'm making it way longer than it's supposed to be. But I see a line. I find that line. Can I get a head glitch? If I can, ooh, look at that. I'm gonna try to shoot them from this head glitch. Right? Like that's my plan. Now we move, but I feel like through testing, which is going to be a wild card today, we're going to find out the weaknesses and advantages of working on the principle of just the line. Now we're going to work with the square. This whole thing, the box, the cube, the rectangle, the oblong fucking shape thing, right? Like we're gonna this is kind of like a line too, right? If you want to think about it. I mean, you got some, but really everything's a line. That's fucking calculus. I'm a nerd, but like yeah, like you know, like this is the fucking, you get it, you know. So okay, so the square. The eye of the square. If we're using lines to own edges, because the edges is how we accomplish our head glitch. We want the corners, and specifically. So first, well, not first, but now it's time to introduce the golden rule of range fighting, which is never take a ranged fight from cover. You want to talk about being in cover? Boom. Right now, you are safe behind, well, not really, but say there was a person right here, right? For now, for this second in time, I can't see that person. They can't see me. Neither of us are dealing damage to one another. Okay? But I have this box in front of me, and I have the enemy over here. I have two, well, to be fair, that's what we're looking at today, is what angles can we take from this cover? And the idea is to own corners. So instead of being behind cover here, because this is safe always, but it's not really giving me an advantage, I want to own these lines. This is my line. We're back to the line principle. This is what I want. Because now I am forcing myself to have to, well, this is good. I have to like peek. And I should, you see what I'm doing here? This is the other thing. If this is corner B, so let's say, yeah, I don't know. If this is corner 2, you're going to figure out why it's 2. I need to be pressuring from corners 1 and corners 3. This line and this line. Hunting for those. And then once I've done that, I need to start switching it up. I need to take this wide, well, not wide, but this is a danger angle for me. It's not a head glitch. But imagine if it was, or still it's just another angle. I mean, it's a dangerous angle. It's a high cost angle, but it is an angle nonetheless. And you take that. I never want to be here ever again. This, I don't want. I don't want to be here. I want to be here. If I'm here, I'm resetting. I am on my way out. This is the exit I have chosen. I have
gotta select an upgrade.
Sold this corner for this corner and this side, right? Like, and I'm not, this corner is mine for now, but I'm gonna sell it. Newcastle's my new real estate agent for selling fucking territory and positioning, okay? So if I buy this side, how much damage do I buy it for? How much do I take in return? And then can I deal more damage than they deal to me before I sell this corner? And if I do, I sold that for a good price. I did a lot of damage. They didn't do a lot of damage to me. Then I take that corner and I work that angle so that from their perspective, if they're standing here, they have to take here, and they have to move. They have to strafe alongside with me, and that's when I get to start playing with the other ideas that I have later on. But first, I wanted to just work with cover, right? Like I really just want to fuck with cover today. Next, from the square comes the circle. The glory. When did you get here? The glory. The glorious circle. This is a line, by the way. This vertical up and down. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna work this as Newcastle, but we'll find it out. We'll figure some shit out. But this right here, a circle. Hello, it's a circle. So the idea of a circle is this is still a fucking line, right? If I stand parallel to this circle and look directly at it, I mean, in this case, I'd be using a shotgun. The idea that this is a close range circle, like, well, all circles are close range if you with the right attitude, because the wider your angle, I mean, that's bad. You really want to be riding that line here, because at least if you know you're body peeking them, they're gonna have to be body peeking you. So you want to work that angle, and there's some ideas on how not. There's a couple traps, just like the bots, right? Like you're selling angles. If you don't sell those angles, they'll depreciate in value, right? They'll not be worth it. Someone will move on you. Someone will swing you. Swing or be swung, ideal, right? Like, I'm not gonna be playing that aggressive, but that's the idea. If someone's that fucking close to me, it's swing or be swung.
Oh, forgot to upgrade. My kids will give me so much crap if they found out.
You right. Thanks, fam. This doesn't really matter, but for ranked, I think I'm probably gonna be going the ready to rumble. So I just gotta get used to that. Okay. Now I think I'm building my reload, like my resource management, keeping my gun topped, or at least counting my bullets. I'm starting to do that. So actually, to be completely fair, I want to reset that, and
I'm back.
we are going to. Oh no, that's not what I want to. We'll get there one day. I am going to practice having stronghold. Why? Because I'm playing this real estate idea. Newcastle to me is going to be like territory acquisition. I want to turn this open space open. I mean, we have things here, but I want to bolster. If there's a fight anywhere, I want to be able to take it, because in this meta it seems that everyone's so mobile. So I get caught out. My playstyle between 20 and 60 meters, I was trying Vantage, I was trying mostly Recon Legends and some skirmishers that can give me height because I was sniping. And I got like good damage, right? Like I can hit a stationary target, he says, and then watch me later. But like I can get a crack. I can crack a shield. I can crack the entire team shield on Vantage, right? Because I can tell where they are, or on a Recon Legend where you can predict where someone's gonna peek. And then with that head glitch, like that's been my thing. Find a line, find a little head glitch, farm the head glitch, get killed, right? We don't want that anymore. So, the circle, right? As we're riding this circle, as we're like fucking with the homies, the Axel Pops and all, we're zooming around trying to catch this person. This is where we come into that concept once again. If we're shifting between those two angles, right, constantly pivoting and bouncing back and forth, Staying nice and close up against that or on top of it, right? I want to make sure that my exit is more preferable than theirs. So I'm assuming this box is my enemy, right? I see that I have a circle in between my enemy and this box, or my enemy and this, right over here. This is what, 50 meters, meter check.
Weapons ready. Enemy.
Ooh, so close. All right, we're getting there. So this is like 50 meters. That was nice. That felt good. And this is ideal. Right, this is my I don't want to move from. I like this angle. Why do I like this angle? Because there are no corners, but same principle. If this is a box, look at this sort of on this plane. Cut out all of this detail and just look at this box. If this is a box, then I have 1, 3, and I'm standing in safety. I can't see the enemy. The enemy cannot see me. Now, ideally, height is king, but we're going to talk about that. Or get to that, rather. I want to work this angle to, like, I want to toss a grenade over here. I want to move them this way. And so that when it's time, not me like missing both shots. See, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. When it's time, oh my god. When it's time, I can hit the shot. Right? Like, I can put in damage. But you saw where I was? In the open. I'm literally talking about it and I didn't do it. So that's what I want to practice. Right? I want to take these shots. I'm still in the open. And that's something I have to be cognizant of. Well, not really. I can't see them. They can't see me. I am working. But to this, I am in the open. That's sort of half my problem. That's where we want to bring in this thing.
Steps in?
This is the answer to that, but I don't know how just yet. And we will. We'll figure it out. I think, like, I can probably cover this angle, right? But see, you see, it gets stuck. I gotta get used to these things. Anyway, that's what I want to practice. Shoot, I missed. Change, and there's methodology here, but I really just want to focus on owning sort of these lines right here. That ideal, right? I don't know, silly shit. Are you a spread? 30-30. You know, I always thought that 30-30 was a single fight. I just learned some shit today, y'all. The 30-30 is better than I thought, and I've been using it incorrectly. Yo, you're a shotgun. The 30-30 is a shotgun. I am so sorry, 30-30. I've been doing you dirty, fam. 30-30, I've been doing you dirty. Yo, hold up. Wait. We're gonna come back to that. You know how hard it's been for me to hit fire fucking 30-30, and then I realize that it has the most fucking Look at that spread, y'all. The 30-30 is broken. I'm today years old when I learned, bruh. The 30-30 is a shotgun. And each of these motherfuckers do 10, don't they? Hold up. Ooh. This is why I like the triple take. But the 30-30 is definitely better than a triple take. The triple take has, nope, see, and this is why I underestimated you 30-30. I'm so sorry. I ADS too much. Oh. I I'm so 30-30. 30-30. Look at that. Let me hold up. Let me show you why that's broken. At least in my mind while I'm thinking so spatially. Right? If we go into fucking 3D third person view. Do you That's an entire head, y'all. That's Newcastle's whole dome, fam. You do you do you do you, do you see that from back here? Do you see that? The spread. That's a fucking shot. That's the most accurate shotgun I have ever seen. Hip fire. Look at that's an entire body. And what was that from? What was this?
Let's camp out
20.
over here.
That's ideal transition range. Ideal knock range. Ideal crack range. I've learned so much today. And we're not even done. 30-30 is broken. And I need to practice with that too. Too bad you're here now in the... Yo, I'm so mad. Pay attention to... If you use marksman weapons, y'all, which I'm starting to realize that they're all tiny shotguns that are oddly accurate if you give a fuck. Alright, well, damn. Okay. Alright, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Cool. Damn, that blew my mind. Let's go to triangles and then get onto this because I think we've gone for long enough doing this little. Yeah, it's been 30 minutes. I need a triangle. There. I mean, fuck. See this? Boom. I mean, you're not really a triangle. You are, but I can't see back here. So let's. Well, fuck it. It's a triangle. This is super safe triangle. Okay. So I have a triangle. I've already sort of completed one of the ideals. Is if I see a triangle, if I identify a triangle, I want to be on height. So my targets, if my enemy's over here, maybe, because I'm still on height. But if they're over here, we're on the same plane, fam. This is a 50-50. My triangle don't mean shit. This triangle don't exist. We are in the open. I am dead. This is death. Right? But however, if they're down here, now we're talking something different. Right? This is where my shotgun will be at. This is what, 5 meters, 6. Ooh. La, 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 la. Gotta love it. We're gonna keep testing myself. I like that. So yeah. So triangle, boom. We're here. Bada bing, bada boom. Where we want the apex of this LOL, of this corner, and specifically, like, this is the basic idea of it, right? Because we can now, instead of just using the line, just like we were using the corner for the square, this building is a square. This corner is a triangle. You can see it in my FOV, my field of view. So I want to own this corner. If I give up this corner, I am leaving or resetting, going through this door. If I can open it correctly, right? If I can working this triangle of space, but now I'm on the receiving end. So I want to work this triangle of space. Right, close the door, open the door. Receiving end, danger. Safety. Danger. Safety. Okay, anyway. So, we're working this angle. right? And then we want to just maintain head glitches, right? And the idea, really, this is a corner, but as we're working the corner, we just want to work this angle, and we do that by strafing, right? So I can maintain, if I know they're on this plane of existence, right? All of this, I can see. I want to strafe my life away, right? Like, I want to live. I want to live just fucking here. I want to. This is my life. This is it. I just want to work these angles and shoot away, right? Just pew pew, pew pew all the way. Look at that. That's fucking. I can't see it, but it's insane. So that's that idea, right? You just want to work, and then this angle. This is so strong because shit. Oh, look, there's that cone. It's about as tall as this. I'm about as tall as this cone. Well, I'm much taller, but let's see. Just so we can get a visual reference, right? So I'm here, right? This is what I'm doing. I wish I could. I wish I had friends, at this point. But we'll say the top of this cone. This is a way smaller person. Let's say 2 cones high, right? Let's say 2 cones high. Just is where my head would be in that position if I put my head right over it. Doop-a-doop. Doop-a-doop-doop. Doop-a-doop. Okay. So first of all, 2 cones. 1, 2. Alright, so apparently if I was peeking from right there, putting my head right above that cone, it'll be right there. Right? Like, that's for me, if I'm the person down here trying to get the head glitch to fucking pop that Newcastle looking at me in the head, I want to be here. Right? But that puts me in the open. Right? Alongside with this Newcastle that might have friends that are in this building or coming out this door, or this is where we're talking about teammates, but because I'm support, I expect to support people. That's where this breaks down, because I'm playing off of my team, right? I'm supporting the entry fracker and the flanker doing their jobs whilst holding down the position of power, right? Because I'm going for that floating anchor, maintaining this space idea, right? That's my play style. Other people will play differently, but I want to play Newcastle as 20 meters to 60 meters, where 20 meters is my committal range, right? When you are in between 0 and 15 meters with me, I am probably going to take out the shotgun or the 30-30 and stun on you if I'm hitting my shots that day. You feel me? Like, that's where I'm shooting. So, yeah, we're gonna work that out. Lines, squares, circles, and triangles, and that's all we're working. So that's all we're working. The idea is, I see a line, hit the edge, right? I see a square, own 3 corners, sell 1, buy another, right? A circle, I'm orbiting until I orbit them in an inadvantageous position, and I don't orbit myself with my back to the third party that's inevitably on their way. And triangles, take a position of height, hold the apex, and just head glitch away. Oh, because I got a little sidetracked. I'm just so hype right now. I'm excited to play and to see if I'm right about some of these things, because shit, fuck, remember how I had to be like fucking here to get that head glitch, which is on the second little square panel grid thing, right? That's here. I can, if I know the enemy's there and they're looking for me to be here, I can pop up. Well, if he does damage, pop up, but throw
their way.
from these angles while they're looking for me up here to do damage. I can change my position here whilst being in the open. And this is where the last thing that we'll do is PEMA. So like, this is the little thing, PEMA. It'll be protection, exposure, mobility, and your angles. Specifically, a strong position for me at my range, because I want my enemies to be here in front of me. Like I said, the door idea, right? I want to be safe over here, in danger over here, past the veil, be safe over here, right? You get, you know what I mean? You get where we're going here. If I open the, you get where we're flowing. We're flowing here. So I want to be able to like fucking eat this door for dinner. Right? I wanna use the damn. This is an extra shield. This door is my best friend if I see it, and I'm gonna figure out the way to fucking live by its creed before I pull out
protector for you.
this guy. Cause this guy, this is a line, stationary line. It's a line that don't move. It kind of moves. It swings, right? But you know what this does? This moves.
Heads up. Making an
But it's also just a motherfucking line, y'all. Look at this. I mean, it's a line, kind of. It's also a little bit of a fucking square, kind of. But it's a lopsided square. It's weird. It's a line, fam. That's a straight up line. It's a line I can phase through. So if that's the case, I might be good at Catalyst. Thankfully, I have her. But like, yeah, like that's the idea. Is I like fuck with the. I want to be my enemies out here, right? I'm in safety or relative safety, but I have 2 exits. So I always, this is way too many. I mean, I can cover these maybe if I'm good that day. If I'm like, if the audio cues are queuing and my teammates are pinging and I'm fucking, my spider sense is like, you know, if I'm fucking on it. But ideally, I would want this to be closed, this to be closed, fucking. I'll take this exit, this to be closed, and I'll take an off exit. So this one to be open. Oh, wait, never mind. I have this exit. Ooh, 3rd exit. But I really want like mad pressure and the ability to go, nope, I'm good. Gotta go by, reposition, or fucking, I don't know. Shoot. Taken off. Come downstairs. Fight from here. Alright, be here. Use this as my angle. I have an exit here. This is the one I take. This is the one I block off. That's how I use my ultimate. Like, that's how I use it. I'm fine using my ultimate. If I want to pop my ultimate here and say I dedicate myself to this as my home, fuck that place. You come over here. I'm lighting you up. I want to put somebody over here. Please, like, have a rampart covering this. Or if I have a caustic, I need a caustic freaking thing here. I want Watson putting some shit here. Like, I want the axle swinging this way. Like, I want pressure over here. This is pressure forward, right? And I have pressure this way, whilst I'm not being pressured from over here, because I'm outputting free fucking real estate over here. This is my home. This I own this place. My axle is out here. My fucking Ash is fucking doing some shit. Right? I don't know. Right? But like that's how I want to play. That's where I feel my strongest. That's where I feel like I can bring value to a team and have fun. Right? So if you're shooting for those ranges, if you're shooting for like that, if you pick specialist when you do TDM, this is how I'm playing. If you pick close range when you do TDM, this is how I'm playing, but with less intel. Like, and I'm trying to be aggressive. But that's the idea. That's what we're doing. So you want high protection. Why I want those things is, where we say, where's our home? LOL. I left home. Okay. So I'm in here. Why? Because I believe this gives me high protection. Why does this give me high protection? Because I have low exposure. What do you mean by low exposure? I'm outputting pressure here. This is basically green. That's what I believe that my axle is doing. That's half the problem, is trusting my teammates. But yeah, I do the thing, but I can pressure from here. I can pressure from here. I can pressure from here. I can close that off. Someone has to come to me. I can ask for someone to close this. Now I have this exit. That's a forward exit. That's bad. So I have my free pressure. This is my super safe. I believe I am safe. I am regrouping, resetting. We are swinging over to another home. That's my retreat option. Time to go bye-bye option. Right? Like shoot out that fucking caustic. Gotta go by, pop that smoke, and go over here and find a new home after I vacate the squatters, right? Like that's the idea. Fucking thanks. Thank you. Thank you. All right, and then so yeah, high protection. Low exposure if I play my cover correctly. I have lots of lines to deal with. I have a square, right? I don't know what could be up here, but something. I wouldn't really want to look up here, so that's a no-go, right? I might have danger here. I might have something coming out of this door. I might have something coming out of this door. So I can safely, other than having this angle, which I know is relative. This is yellow for me. If this is green, this is yellow. And this is red. I am relatively safe to putting my shoulder or playing here, playing this angle. So if something shoots me from here, I can play this angle, right? Play this square. This is my most advantageous corner of this room, right? From these angles, protect my off, protect here. I hear something upstairs. I see if Axel can get to it, if we swing around or if we regroup. Try to use that angle. Some shit. I don't know. You know what I mean? We're trying here today, y'all. So yeah, don't play behind cover. Play the angles cover creates. Right, it creates this angle for me to protect this door. Somebody come in this door at my 10-meter range. Yo. Power spot. I think they do this on purpose. Now that I think about it, right? Because the other power spot, if I were to, say, cut off this side of the room.
Make way and
Right, say we were breaching this room. We just breached in. We got the other team backed into here. They have here, here, here. We can swing around. We can swing up. Right, but we have this space to work with. It's very frontal. We have one exit here. If we have somebody put a barrel here, or can I climb up here? Is that something I can do? It is. That is something I can do. All you have to do is look away. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, you know, that's an exit. sort of. It's a long one. This is the highest risk exit. This is the lowest risk exit. This is called running. This is called the most complicated climb, which is not really. It's just me fucking doing that without causing a panic, missing it, right? Like, if I'm not on it, I die. You know what I mean? Same here. I mean, this is sort of sus. You know what I mean? But it's a way. And that's where, like, this is how I think about my movement. But that's just Apex. Like, that's not what this is about. Let me see. If I'm here, what is this? That's 10 meters.
Scout this area.
Yeah. Yeah, so someone coming through here, this safe spot, and that's why I placed the wall this way. Naturally, I felt like this needs to be safe for this to be viable. Because if someone walks up on me here, I need them to climb over this. I need them to shoot me from the other side. I need them to stand on this door, right? Give me time to fucking shoot, make them cover, and walk into this dude and die. Right? Like, something. Best thing to do would be, in that situation, what would be the best thing to do? I don't want to do that. I have to stand here and fight. Nope. This way. Hello, door. Right? That would be the best thing to do. And just leave. Try to reposition. Drop down here. Just take space. And this is bad too. I think this is like the worst positions I've been in. Right here. Where someone has a corner on me. High ground. I don't want to be there. That's my danger spot. That, like we said, snipers, right? So like what I would do, someone would snipe me. I throw this down, I would run behind me, and then I would do something like that. Right? Because I know they have the drop on me here, but maybe I can get to cover quicker just by running. And this is where I would sit. You see where I picked cover? This is where I would sit. And then I would try to play. I would try to play this. But now I can't think of anything else but what we've just practiced. And try to get those head peeks. So, yeah. That's what we're going to do. I've talked about this for an hour. This is more than enough, I think. And I haven't really done it. Really. But I think I'm warm enough. And we're going to be warm soon. Well, okay. Let's do a proper warm-up. While we're recording. So I'm going to have to get some water. I'm going to do it after this ad. Well, it actually doesn't matter because the recording won't see it. So, and me and one other person are here right now. So, this is how I like to practice. I will, and I'll go on light. Mid-range is my range. I have infinite ammo. I have my guns. If I get a kill, I'll run to an item box and grab some shit. If I get multiple kills without death or having to drain all of my resources, I'll go get something. And so what I do now is I just wait for those pop-ups and listen. But listening is hard in Apex, which fucks with me because I have really sensitive ears. And so I trust my ears, and that gets me killed a lot in Apex. Unless it's like vertical. Vertical sounds great. Material sounds great. But if you don't know like what material they're working on, I see. I'm already playing. I'm already playing. Where I don't want to play. I need to take this corner. I need to own this fucking corner. This is my corner. You cannot have this corner. Actually, this is my corner. This is a good corner. That's a dangerous corner. Oh, see, I shouldn't have did that. I need to trust the process that is. And see, this right here is what I'd be doing. Oh, shit. See, now I'm in danger. Oh, shit. But you know what did work? The 30-30. See, and now I have to leave. This is the crawl of shame. I find another place. Once my idea has failed, right? I find another place. I've chosen the worst place, but or the best place depending on what you're trying to practice. I heal away from the bots. There are fishes on fucking.
Without an upgrade, I'm only half the hero.
Whatchamacallit? I love Ultimate Savior.
Should get him back up.
Pop a shield
I'm recharging my
before
shield.
they find me. On hard, full combat hard, they're little demons. Cause there's all of them, and they throw so many grenades. I mean, it's good little practice though, for Qs and shit. You will get walloped, as Ballistic would probably say. I like Ballistic as well. This season I'm going to be playing Newcastle mostly, and then ranked, if I need a fill, I'll play Alter. But she's high risk, high reward for me, because I'm still learning shit like this. If I want to get good with Alter, I need to know the geometry of the map, not alone just to fight. The 30-30 feels really good now. Now that I understand the 30-30. Hey kids, go to the practicing range, you know? If you want to get good in trying hard, go to the firing range and play the fuck around in the game. Cause I'm not good yet. Like but it's a yet, fam. You know what I mean? Like we'll get there one day. I will fucking do the things I want to do in this game. And that'll be that.
Y'all ready to clamp down?
He doesn't like inclines, I see.
Reinforcing my shield.
I really didn't need to do this either, but I wanted to. Because that's a race. I would have canceled that. In game, I would have canceled that. I promise. Because that's smart. Hello, guy. Like, I didn't trust the 30-30 that much. Until today. Until I fucking just looked at the screen in front of me. But yeah, I mean, this just gives me all the lines in the world. I really like Newcastle's castle. For real. I think I'm gonna also stop talking. I'm gonna take a small bio, get some more water. My throat is very dry right now. And then I'm gonna we're gonna jump in some games and never take a range fight from cover. That's what we're gonna do. Yo, the 30-30 feels so broken now. Now that I understand what it does. The 30-30 is like an all-range weapon. What was that? 40?
Pick it up.
No,
this
30,
way.
30. So between 30 and 40 are like my weird ranges. It seems. these guys are silly. The harder ones are not. Kind of. They're silly. This is not what people would do. I imagine we might get some people that are like, that doesn't hurt that much, but then get freaking stunned or zap, and they come back and hit themselves. They bump up against it while they're strafing. Like, that's what I'm hoping for this. This is just, yo, I get what, 700 damage or some shit of protection per these panels. Each of these to me is a line. This
better reinforce my shields.
Oh, I need to plug my controller in. It was really, I was so excited. Yeah, so I definitely need to take a break. I'll probably end this stream for now, and we'll come back and properly jump into it. So yeah, I'll probably take like an hour, not an hour, like 15 minutes. Get some water, run to the bathroom, do some things, and then come back and play the game. But yeah, these guys right here. Let's revive myself. Let's alt so I can regen. Let's customize the range and turn shooting off. There we go. So yeah, I'll end up ending the stream here, and then we'll jump into some gameplay and do a game of lines, a game of squares, a game of circles, and a game of triangles. And then we'll just fucking play the game. Like, really understand how Newcastle fits in that whole thing. Right now, I think I have the basics of the ultimate where it takes territory, right? This little cone, square. I mean, really, if we hold this space, this is a strong position, as long as no one's up here. But you know, we hold this position. We have some height which we could take if we wanted. This is pretty strong on its own. And you like, we're fighting up here, and this, you know, we could plop it here. Well, I don't think it'll let me plop it on a slope, so I had to put it up top here. They could skirt around, but then I know which direction they're going when they swing. If they skirt this way, they're more likely to bop up against the lightning spikes or whatever. So like, there's they can't throw shit. Like, you know, I get it. It's cool. I like it. I can destroy it. I could be like, haha.
Take a part of my
haha,
wall back, people.
haha, I shoot you, right? Like, I get some of the play. I can make a door.
Packing up part of my wall.
Right, like, this is now the door we can go through. I can change the topography of the map. Right, and like, I can do stuff, right? If I want to go through here, I can do stuff. It's okay to destroy the wall, right? I can each piece. Do I get stuff? No, I don't. But still, like, it's a thing. We can do stuff. Stuff can be done with the wall, is my idea. What I'm gonna have most problems with, and what I'm gonna be trying to also do, is incorporate, like, are you triangle? But I can't take height. So you don't make triangles. I mean, you're lying. But you're not really here for triangles, and then I gotta get used to turning it and stuff. Like, I gotta really get used to this thing so that I don't die using it protecting me or my friends. You know what I mean? So that's what we'll do when I come back. I've been streaming for an hour and 5 minutes. So I'm gonna end it here, and then we're gonna jump right into the 4 wildcard games, or the how many ever wildcard games I feel like playing until I end the stream. So yeah, thank you so much everyone who stopped by. I've been Jaws, your Solar Pirate Bard, here playing some Apex Legends on Newcastle, my new main. Working on Apex Geometry Lab. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of tactical theory, a little bit of planning, a little bit of future IGLing type shit. Just trying to be a good Newcastle, trying to be a good player, trying to get good, trying to get the master, right? So, until then, I'm gonna be back in like 15 minutes. It will be an entirely new stream. I'm gonna take this recording. We're gonna do fun stuff with it. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna play some games as Newcastle in about 15 minutes. So until then, drink your water like I'm about to do. I'm gonna drink so much. Take your meds if you have some. Find somebody you love and hit them with a body roll. And until next time, stay patched, peeps. Peace.